Hi everybody, my name is Jenna and welcome to my channel, Jenna's Stitches. If you are new here, thank you for checking me out. I really appreciate it. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. I also really appreciate that. So I do have some progress and some new starts and actually some new finishes since my last video that I wanted to show. I don't think it's been even a full week since my last video, but I have made quite some progress on some projects, and I actually have 3 finished ones that I want to show as well. So I will do that. So the first thing I do want to show you that I have previously showed is the blanket I'm working on for my husband. This is the Casablanca Mosaic Crochet Blanket by Tina, and I do apologize, I do not know how to pronounce her last name, but she does have a YouTube channel, also a website, and I believe she's on Etsy and Ravelry under Tina, and then her last name, the first name is Tinna, if you want to look her up. But this is what I have so far. So not much progress since the last video, but to me it looks like a lot. So this is where we were at last video that I showed it. So I've only done about 6 rows. So not much at all, but I think now that I've made even that little bit of progress, the pattern is coming through a lot better than what I showed before. And I am in the middle of a row right now. I was working on it the other night and got really tired and put it down. But now that you can see the pattern coming through quite a bit more, I do really like it. I'm enjoying working on it. I just have gotten some other things taking my mind away from it as of right now. But I am enjoying working on that. Since the last video, I guess I should have stated this first, but I have finished my dad's blanket. I did show that in a couple previous videos. I don't have the finished project, even though it's not really going to look much different, just bigger than the last time I showed it. But the last time I showed it, I was almost done with it, and I believe I finished it that day. And my mom actually took it yesterday and gave it to him. So that is done and out of the way. The second project I have made quite a bit of progress on since the last time I showed it actually is the blanket I am making for my brother. I showed this in the very first video I made, so if you're interested in the pattern, I did speak about it a little bit more in that video. I don't have the pattern with me and can't even really remember the name of it right now, but it is another mosaic crochet. I bought this pattern on Etsy. So just going from the bottom up, just so you can see it if you haven't seen it before. There's the bottom of it. There's that, and then we have the black and gray section. This black and white section is the middle, and then it reverses the pattern going back up to finish it off. And this stitch marker right here is where I was the last time I showed it. So I have finished that whole section. I finished the whole section above that, and I did start the next section, which will be a repeat of this one. Last night, I only got 2 rows of it done. I didn't even get into the mosaic part of it yet. But I did start it last night, but that is that. So I have this section left to repeat, and then these 3 sections left, which I believe when I first did it, this one took me quite a while, because it's not a repeat throughout the whole thing. It is one big pattern, where these all are like 14 stitches repeat. This one goes throughout the whole thing. But these 3 that I have left, I believe I did get all 3 of them done in one day while working on it. So I should be able to get it done fairly quickly if I decide to work on it. But I have some projects that have kind of, one is stuck on my tripod. I do apologize. Now we're all crooked. Sorry about that. I do have some things that I've been working on that kind of have been taking up my time, which I'm going to show in just a minute. But the other project I have made some progress on that I've already showed is the raspberry croissant shawl. I don't know where I was the last time I showed it, but I know it was very tiny. I think I hadn't even started this increase yet. So it was somewhere up here. But this is the raspberry croissant shawl. There is a video tutorial here on YouTube for it. There's also a free pattern at yarnandy.com for it. I'm following the pattern. I did not watch the tutorial. I do have it saved, but I did not watch it. And actually, after you finish row 13, it's just a constant repeat where starting at the tip here, right, yes, you can kind of see it there. Maybe this side's better. Yeah. So starting here and right down here at the very corner, once you get 10 stitches in between, so once I get 10 here, I will do another increase, and is the same up at the corners. So once my corner here has 10 stitches, I will increase again. So that's all you do throughout the whole thing. Once you finish row 13, the rest of it is just chain 2, 10, chain 2, 10. Once you get to 10 in the spots that aren't 10 yet, you chain 2 and increase. So this one will be increased pretty soon. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stitches there. So I am really loving working on this. This is my work project, so if you've watched my previous videos, you do know that I have projects that I specifically work on at work when I'm in the office. I will work on it here and there outside of work, but I try to keep smaller projects for when I go into the office, which is about once per week, just because I don't want to carry something big with me, and I want something that is easy to work on, such as this, which is just a repeat throughout the whole thing. That way it doesn't really take my focus away from work, but I'm still working on something. With me, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I tend to be more focused when I'm doing something. With my job, all I do besides train, and that doesn't happen all the time. I do train quite a bit, but outside of training, I just listen to phone calls and I QA them. So I listen to the call and I critique it and grade it. I don't like to use the word grade because, they do get a score at the end, but we don't like to use the term grade. But if I just sit and listen to calls all day, I find myself very distracted. I'll lose focus. I'll listen to an entire phone call and have no clue what they were talking about. But if I crochet while I'm doing it, I definitely stay more focused and pay more attention to the call. So I feel like crocheting definitely helps me do my job better. So that's why I always have a project with me. My kittens are under the table biting my feet. Mirabelle, stop it, please. Okay, and then the next 4 projects are all new starts. Come here. Okay, sorry about that. She was gnawing on my ankle. I have 2 kittens, and they are both 3 months old now. I know Mirabelle, my little girl, was born April 1st, and I know my little boy, Luce, was born right around there too. So they're both about 3 months old. And as much as I love them, they like to chew on everything and get into everything. So what I've been working on the past couple days, I think I started these on, today's Saturday, so Thursday, are some bralettes. I got a lot of cotton yarn at the Hobby Lobby clearance sale. If you haven't watched that video, I do have a video of everything I bought that day. In my last video, I showed a couple things of cotton I got at Walmart. And I actually got more at Walmart today. I just didn't grab them. One of them I'm working with already, so I'll show you that. But I did grab 2 other colors today. And my plan is to eventually sell things. I know I've spoke about it before, but I do have an Etsy shop. I've never used it. I've never put anything in it, but I do plan on it. And I do plan on maybe doing some craft booths at events. We don't really have much around here, but it is something I want to do. And actually my cousin wants to get involved too. She does Cricut things. So she was talking to me last night about possibly next season doing some booths at some places she can sell her Cricut, and I'll do the crochet. So I know I spoke in my other video about doing like the little bath sets that I showed. I am still going to do those. I just think bralettes will be a big seller too. So I've made 3 so far, and I'm working on a 4th one. The first one I made is with Peaches and Cream Original. I don't know the name of the colorway. I know it was Fleur de something, and it's not English. But in my last video, I did show the yarn itself and said the name of it and showed the name of it. So if you like the colorway, just watch that last video. But this is the bralette I made. This is a size large, I believe, or a C cup. I believe in the video I watched for it, though, it is a large. But the cups are for a C. And this is the caged halter top. And I just looked up the name of the creator of it, and I cannot remember. But it is a tutorial on YouTube, and that is what I followed for the entire thing. So if you like it and you want to make it, it is. I just typed in search caged halter top, and it popped right up. And if I can figure out how to link things below, I'll put it in the description. I think it said something about Mel B, but I'm not sure. But I absolutely love this. And I actually, before I tied the back, so the back here is like a corset. So it laces up. Before I put the back strings on, I did put it on myself. And if you can tell, I'm a quite large person. I do not have a C cup, but it actually fit me. It had quite a bit of side boob in it, but it actually fit me very well. And if I was thinner and felt comfortable rocking it, I probably would. So I'm actually looking forward to that because I am having gastric bypass surgery in a week and a half. So I'm hoping by summertime next summer, I will feel comfortable wearing something like this because I just love this. I am giving this one away. The person I'm giving it away to does subscribe to my channel. I don't know if she's been watching my videos, but I'm not going to mention who it is. But if she watches this, she'll know I'm talking about her. But I am going to go ahead and mail it out to her because I know she would wear it. So there is the first one I finished. The second one I finished is the pineapple halter top, I think, or pineapple bralette. I just looked at all these things and I cannot remember. I need to write things down for my next video. But this is by Passion to Knit Kelsey. She does have a YouTube channel, also has her own website, has an Etsy page. This one specifically, I did follow the video tutorial for, and I was able to do it just fine. Except the video does leave out some parts about the actual pineapple spot. So I'll show you this. So it is another bralette. This one is more of a size medium probably. The cups I actually did not count while I was making them, but they're somewhere in between a B and C. So depending on your bust measurement around, if you have a smaller bust but you're a C cup, it would probably fit just fine. Or if you are a B. But the lace part here is a pineapple stitch. And with the video, she does not explain until she's done with this part that if you're making a bigger size than she is, which she made a small in the video, that you need more V-stitches that are down here. And I did see a lot in the comments of that video of people saying things about it, so I had already kind of improvised and I added an extra row of these double V's before getting to the actual pineapple part. and it worked out fine. Towards the top, I did have to space my stitches out more than she said just to make it work. But I do really like this. I think the pineapple gets kind of lost in the colorway. This, by the way, is Peaches and Cream Stripey in the colorway something C, Evening C. So this is one of the yarns I showed last week as well. I really, really, really like this one. I think I like the cage halter better, but I like this yarn better. And again, I think if I made it in a solid color, that pineapple would stand out much more. Or maybe if somebody's wearing it, it will look better. And then the back of this just goes across the back and then it crisscrosses down here. So this one, I do believe I am also going to send to that friend of mine that I was just speaking of for her daughter. Because I sent them the first package the other day with the bath sets, and as soon as she opened the box, her daughter's like, oh, can I have one? Which I did make one for her and one for her daughter. So it kind of worked out. So I think I'm going to send both of those to her, one for her and one of her daughter. My son is yelling, so I'm sorry if you hear him. The last one I have finished is also by Passion to Knit Kelsey. This one I followed the video tutorial on, but the video tutorial only tells you how to make it in the size she's making, which is a small. So I have purchased the pattern for it on Etsy to be able to make it in larger sizes. But this is the Peekaboob bralette. So this part is your under boob kind of shoes. And this colorway, my mom didn't like it, but I don't know, I really love it, surprisingly. I'm not really a fan of blue or brown. I do love green, it's one of my favorite colors, but I don't know, for some reason I really, really like the colorway of it. So I did follow the video tutorial for it for the size small. I think I just lost my whole train of thought. Oh, this is made with Hobby Lobby's. I love this cotton in the colorway River Run. This was part of the Hobby Lobby clearance, so it is probably going to be a discontinued color. Usually when they do the big clearance sales, they discontinue the yarn that's on sale, which I believe probably all of us know. This was very easy to make. It was very fun to make. I think I made it in about an hour and a half. And the back does the same thing as the pineapple top, where it makes a cross there and then it crosses down here too. So that one is going to go in a stash for a while until I get enough to start that Etsy shop, and that one will be for sale. And then this morning, I did start another Peekaboob in the size large. And for the sizing, I think I will follow Kelsey's sizing chart, or similar to it on her website, which is just passiontonit.com, I believe. She has the sizing chart that she uses, what a small is, large, medium. I think she has extra small and extra large on there too. So I think as far as like what is a large, I will use hers because hers goes by bra sizes. But I did start one in a large. I have kind of been on the go today. I made one cup before we went anywhere today, but we went to my kid's great-grandma, so my grandma's house today. And then afterwards we went and hung out at my mom and dad's house for a little bit. So I did work on it a little bit while I was there, but I didn't get much done. And then I haven't done anything since we've been home. So this, again, is just another Peekaboob bralette. And I have finished, I should move back a little bit, one full cup. Again, this is a size large. So I believe for the large, it's somewhere between like a 38C and then lower band sizes D and double D for the cup size. But I figured I made a small in the first Peekaboob. I made a medium in the pineapple. I made a large in the caged halter, so I figured I'd make another large. My plan is just kind of have several of each size. I'm still trying to decide how to do it because I don't know if I should make one of each size in each colorway or how I should do it, especially with some of the yarns that I'm going to be using that are discontinued colorways. But that's really besides the point. So that's the full first bra cup. And then I did start the second one, but I literally only got 3 rows done. This is where the decrease happens here, to make that cutout part. So it's actually will be like that if you're looking at it next to this one. And this is made with some yarn I actually got this morning from Walmart. It's just a Peaches and Cream Original. And it is in the colorway Psychedelic. So I probably will have that finished tonight. I plan on working on it when I'm done with this video. While I'm watching the baseball game, and I'll probably finish it and I'll probably start another one. Because like I said, I'm really enjoying making these bralettes. Probably switch to a different pattern. I think my plan is also to have 4 different types of bralettes. So I have the cage halter, the pineapple, and the peekaboo. I do have quite a few other patterns saved for little bralettes that I might make a 4th one, and then just make several of each size to put in my shop and do booths and stuff with. Not really quite sure yet, but I do remember watching a YouTube video where she said it's better to have a few designs with a lot of that design rather than having many designs with just 1 or 2 of that design, which makes complete sense. So that's my plan. Again, I probably won't do any booths or anything until next spring or summer because I won't have enough inventory. That's the word I was looking for until then. But that's all I have today. So again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you could like, comment, and subscribe, I would really appreciate that as well. I think last time I checked, I had 55 subscribers. So that's pretty awesome. I think it's only been a few weeks since I started the channel, and I'm very happy with that so far. Definitely, of course, would like more, but I know I'll get there. So everybody who has subscribed so far, really, I do appreciate it, and I thank you. That right there is Mirabelle. This is my little girl. She is definitely a kitten. Very adventurous, checking everything out, playing with everything in sight. Our little boy, who is the same age as her, I don't know exactly what day he was born, but they're right around the same age. Or no, I don't know what day she was born. The little boy was born on April 1st. He's still playful, he's still a kitten, but he's definitely more tame than she is. She's definitely a handful. But sidetracking there, sorry about that. Again, I do really appreciate everybody's support, and I will see you all next time. Bye.